Here we are going to learn about the more properties of H2SO4. For second property here, the first property we learned was dehydrating agent, how it acts as a dehydrating agent. Here we are going to learn about how acidic properties. Okay, so acid-base reaction. Whenever it is an acid-base reaction, the thing is very simple. Whenever there is a reaction between a acid and the base, okay, any acid and base, if it is reacting, then what you get is a salt plus water. This is what you get, right? So here there is a NaOH, which is a base, and H2SO4 is a acid because it gives H plus, right? Then what you get is a salt, okay, sodium sulfate. That is a, so this is what the salt you are getting, and the water. So this is the giving a salt whenever acid is reacted with a base, and if you are getting a salt means it is a important property which shows that there is a presence of acid. So whenever acid and base always gives you a salt and a water. Now take next example. Here there is a, this is a basic salt. Okay, this salt is basic salt. Okay, and this is a acid. What we get is a carbonic acid. This is called as carbonic acid. This is called as carbonic acid. Now, this is generally a weak acid. This is a weak acid. Carbonic acid is a weak acid. Now, further, weak acid gives a water and a carbon dioxide is released in the form of gas. So, what happens over here if you consider here this donates, like acid donates one of the hydrogen to this, right? So, it becomes, 1 minute, I'll just check. Sodium, yeah. If it donates H plus, right? If you see in this case, this is donating one H to this and removing sodium, right? And this is what is happening over here. And further, this carbonic acid gives a water and a carbon dioxide. Next, sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. This gives a compound called as a sodium sulfide. This is a sodium sulfate, sorry, not sulfide. This is sodium sulfate. And further, again, you are getting a carbonic acid. This is a carbonic acid, like in the previous example, H2CO3. This is a carbonic acid, right? In the previous example, it was NaHCO3. The difference between here there are two sodiums and in the earlier case it was one sodium one hydrogen. That is the only difference between these two reactions, otherwise the reactions are same. Then reacting with the active metal. Now what is the meaning of the active metals? Like active metals are like a group 1 element, like sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. All these elements are called as active metal because they are just in the need of one. If they just lose one electron, then they will attain a noble gas configuration. So they can really give its one electron because it will attain a noble gas configuration, and the size of these elements are in the whole period is biggest, right? So that's why it is ionization enthalpy is also very less. That's why it can give its electron very easily. That's why we call active metal like a sodium. It could be a sodium, potassium, all these metals. If it is reacted with the H2SO4, what we get is a H2 gas and a metal salt. So that is what we are getting. This is a metal salt. Next, coming to the oxidizing property. Now H2SO4 is a very good oxidizing agent. We know that it is a Oxidizing property of what we are learning? We are learning of H2SO4. Remember, H2SO4 is a very good oxidizing agent. It is very good oxidizing agent, H2SO4. Now, what is the reason? We know that sulfur is present in its maximum oxidation state, H2SO4, and if we find the oxidation state, then it is 2 plus 1 x plus 4 into minus 2, which is equal to 0. So 2 plus x minus 8 is equal to 0. X is equal to 6. So sulfur is present in the maximum oxidation state of plus 6. So it is acting as an oxidizing agent. Always oxidizing agent reduces to the lower oxidation state. If we see over here, the phosphorus was in 0. Now here that phosphorus is in how much oxidation state? Let us calculate. It is 3 into 1 plus x plus 4 into minus 2 is equal to 0. I am solving this for the H3PO4 to find the oxidation state on the phosphorus. So 3 plus x minus 8 is equal to 0, and x is equal to, hope it's coming into the frame. Yeah, it's coming into the frame. So x is equal to 5, right? So here oxidation state of phosphorus is 5, means here phosphorus is being oxidized, right? This is oxidized. And sulfur, since it is oxidizing agent, it will get reduced to the plus 4 oxidation state. Sulfur over here in sulfur dioxide is getting reduced to the plus 4 oxidation state. Now here it is a iodide ion, right? Here this is in a minus 1 oxidation state. It is getting oxidized to 0, right? Minus 1 to 0 is a higher number, so this is a oxidation. And here sulfur is getting reduced. This is a reduction. This is reduction. Same way here, carbon. Carbon is in 0 oxidation state. It is getting oxidized to a plus 4 oxidation state. This is a oxidation. So all these reactions shows the oxidizing property of the sulfuric acid. And since it is oxidizing agent, it will get reduced. So this is a reduction from a plus 6 to plus 4 oxidation state, right? So this is reduction.